And here we go. The throw from Trey Wortham, taken at the 4, to the 10, to the 15, hit at the 19, and brought down by Tyrick Mann at the 21-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 20, and it'll be 1st and 10, Wise Guys at their own 20-yard line.
Let's see how we do with this team's on defense.
So will they again rely on the legs of Jordan Ambrose? Or will they look to their core of receivers, missing a very important cog tonight, but still a very, very talented group, even without Dilworth. Jordan Ambrose out of Defiance College, back for the snap. In the backfield is Quay Hicks. Man in motion, and getting hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. Back at the 14-yard line, Shy Hill with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 5.
Yeah, it looked like Shy Hill took a block there. I think it was Michael Austin Fields in the backfield there, blew it up from the start, but there was no secret what Hot Springs wanted to do there. They had a blocker in the backfield, sent the man in motion to block, and it was blown up from the start right away by that front 3 of the Harbor Monsters.
20 seconds, the play clock in between snaps. Wide out, 2 on the near side with 1 in motion straight ahead. That's James. Flushed out of the pocket and getting sacked on the play back at the 6-yard line is Ambrose. Sacked on the play.
Well, that time it was Shy Hill who let the man loose, shed that block. No problem there, and Ambrose had a blue jersey in his face early on in a big 3rd down and extra sticks for the Hot Springs Wise Guys coming up.
A loss of 7. It's now 3rd down and 22, back at their own 8-yard line. Throwing from the goal line, stepping up in the pocket, Ambrose. Tripped up, lost balance, stumbled at the 15, knocked off balance by Dante Mason, who was 2nd in the league this year with 63.5 tackles. They mark him down at the 16-yard line, a pickup of 8. It'll be 4th down and 14.
The Wise Guys have elected to surrender. It'll be Duluth Harbor Monsters.
And he scrambled in the pocket. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but that looked like a running lane violation right there, too. But there was no flag, and doesn't matter because the ball don't lie. Surrender on the first series of the game by the Wise Guys.
Again, instead of a punt, a team that decides to surrender, the opposition will get the ball at their own 15-yard line. And that's where the Harbor Monsters start this drive, at their own 15, going from right to left. Javante Johnson in the backfield. Wide to the near side, Williams. In the slot was Workman. Throws across the body, too high, too wide, looking for Marcus Sessoms. Sessoms, who kind of lurked in the shadows of the receivers like Jamal Couch and Dan Williams, but all of a sudden, he's not really a hidden factor anymore. 37 catches on the year. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, you mentioned 37 catches, but 7 of those came last week, and had 70 yards and 2 scores along with that as well.
Long pass down the far side, overthrown. It lands into the Wise Guys bench across the way. Looking for Workman in the pattern down the far boards. And he was covered on the play.
That was Roderick Chapman on the coverage there.
Chapman finally got a chance to see the number. 3rd and 10.
It was good coverage, a very physical play there by Chapman. Workman had no chance to get to the football there.
But it stretched out that defense. Here is a pass. 1st down, Jamal Couch makes the catch across the 25. Brought down by Chapman at the Wise Guys 23-yard line.
Great route there by Jamal Couch. Got to the sticks. Javante Johnson put it on him as soon as he turned around, and he backpedaled for the 1st down there, playing in his 2nd arena mania, this time for the blue and gold.
a 12-yard reception on 3rd and 10. 3 wideouts, 2 to the far side. 2 of them will be in motion, 1 straight ahead, the other parallel. Sweeping to the near side, Jamal Couch. He likes that form of the jet sweep, and he takes it down for a 4-yard gain to the 19-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 6.
And a good gainer there in first down. Like to see to get that early on action, showing that jet sweep and getting positive yardage right away, running to the short side of the field.
10.5 minutes ago, opening quarter, no score. Harbor Monsters' first drive, they're on the march. From the 19, officially call it the 20. Williams doubles back near side on motion. Throw, and somebody was doing the wrong pattern. It was a basic, what we would call in the old days, a post pattern, even though we have no posts here. That was intended for Quintavious Workman, but he cut off the route short.
Yeah, we got to give credit to Darian's primes right there. Pressure in the backfield. Javante had no option but to get rid of that one early.
So far, 3 incomplete passes on this drive. From the 20-yard line, call it 3rd down and 7 yards to go. As Johnson rolls to the far side, throws, caught! What a catch by Couch, a little bit behind him, and he was able to shield the ball from Vishon Palmer, who was closing on the defense, but a great gain and a 1st and 10 now at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, you mentioned shielding Palmer right there. Jamal Couch, such a big frame. He barely fit in the press box. He was up here just a couple weeks ago. Boxed him out like a basketball player and then beautifully dove for that football, getting another first down on 3rd down as Couch.
So first down, they can get a first down without scoring. As Javante quick out near side to Williams. He is pushed into the boards at the 5-yard line by former Harbor Monster Zeno Hannibal.
Yeah, good play there by Hannibal. Not trying to bring him down, using the rules to his advantage right there, just pushing Williams into the boards. And here comes a heavy package for the Harbor Monsters here as Chai Hill and Michael Austin Fields check into the game.
A pickup of 4 for Williams. The ball is at the 4-yard line, and it is 2nd down and 3. Quick handoff, that time Couch, who is a running back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Harbor Monsters. Touchdown, Jamal Couch. A 4-yard touchdown run by his standards. That was about like running the length of the field.
Yeah, it was great blocking up front. Couch just had to beat one defender, and he did that with ease. And you mentioned it, a long run there for Couch. Usually he's a goal line back, standing at a tall 6'6", and number 6 finds the end zone. 4-6 for the Harbor Monsters. Again,
rushing, Jamal averaged on 23 carries 1.2 yards, a tote, as he scores rushing his 11th touchdown of the year. Now they go for 1 point with the ball from the 5. Javante's got time. Now throws, caught in the near corner of the end zone. Dan Williams with the point after. And a 7-0 lead for the Harbor Monsters with 7:18 to go in the first quarter. 7-zip Duluth.
A beautifully orchestrated drive right there by the Harbor Monsters. You can see Javante rolling, buying time, finding Williams into the end zone for the point after. But it was just a good job there, sticking to what your offense does best. They scrambled, they got enough time, converted 2 third down and longs on that series, and then eventually found the end zone with Jamal Couch. But great start for the Harbor Monsters. Got the job done on defense, and the offense picked up right where the defense left off.
35 yards on 8 plays. 8 plays in the Arena League is about as long of a drive as normally you will find. That's like a 15-play drive on the usual 100-yard field. 7:18 remaining, first quarter, 7-0, and now the Harbor Monsters throw it back to the Wise Guys. Catch from the 7, Chapman behind the block, but he runs out of blocking as he crosses the 20 and up to about the 21-yard line. In fact, they'll call it the 22. 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line on the throw-off return by Roderick Chapman.
Well, and you can see early on, once the Harbor Monsters had him held up right there, it was Ladarian McAllister on the tackle. The extra guys came in trying to rip away that football. We saw it once last week, and actually more than once last week, just tearing away at that football, and they're trying to do the same thing here at the Arena Mania 2. Jordan
Ambrose has them 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Quay Hicks, the running back, off to his right. He picks up a block. Pass complete to the far boards. Caught by Terrell Brown, his 49th reception of the year. And he is down in Harbor Monster territory at the 19-yard line. Not quite a 9-yard catch at the 21 make it, I'm sorry. And it'll be 2nd down and about 3. There's Ambrose flushed out of the pocket, and the pass deflected, broken up. Looks like Lavelle Spruce got a piece of it to deflect it out of play up into the balcony across the way.
Yeah, Ambrose got flushed out right away. Harbor Monsters rushed forward right there. Ambrose had no choice but to get rid of it, or there's been another sack for the Harbor Monsters defense.
So 3rd down, about 3 from the Harbor Monster 21-yard line. 7-0 Duluth. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Man in motion straight ahead, Troy Evans. Pass over the middle. Catch, twisting, diving to get extra yardage, and that's the first catch, 34th of the year for Lee Dorsey. And he gets them a 1st down.
Yeah, with the Harbor Monsters bringing pressure early and often. You could see that was somewhat of a screen pass set up right there by the Hot Springs Wise guys. But it was enough for the 1st down after the quick contact.
7 yards, enough for the 1st down. Now Evans, now they swing a little screen pass near side, but not working at all. Trevion James is hemmed in, and they're going to rule it a loss of a yard to the 15-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and 11. The catch by James, but he lost a yard.
Yeah, and that was all Shy-Hill. They were trying to get another screen pass out to the flats there. Took the block of Vincent Hobbs off that and had a nice play for the TFL.
Screen passes aren't quite as obvious when you're only playing on 7 against 7. Here is Ambrose dancing, tries to advance. He got spun around by Michael Austin Fields and spun him down to the turf. And they give him progress to the 14-yard line, a pickup of only a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Ambrose had a clear lane to run with a couple Harbor Monsters trailing in on him, but the strong arms of Michael Austin Fields just shut him down right there just after a 1-yard pickup.
It's like, yeah, you're stopping right there. So now, 3rd down and 10. In motion, far side, James. Rolling near side, Ambrose. Throwing to the end zone. Ambrose makes the catch for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wise guys. Touchdown, Trevion James. A 14-yard reception.
Well, and that's just a threat right there of Ambrose stepping up in the pocket. The defensive back bid on that. Great route job there by Trevion James. Seeing that the defensive back stepped up and he just leaked out into the end zone, and a good grab there on 3rd down and 10.
Their drive goes 28 yards in 6 plays. They will go for 1 with the ball spotted at the 5-yard line. 2 wideouts far side, 1 near side. Ambrose looks far side, wide open, caught. A mistake in coverage there. Sosa Maxwell late in getting to coverage. The catch made by Troy Evans. And we are tied at 7. At his own goal line, Maxwell with 28 returns, 354 yards. That's 4th in the league. He makes the catch at the 3 and is brought down after a gain of just a couple of yards. Brought down by Hosea Singleton. And so this drive will start in Harbor Monster territory at the 6-yard line. High arching shot. I don't know how it just missed the lights support that hang over midfield.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that. And it was, you mentioned it's right in the middle of the field there, and he just missed it. It might have gone over the wiring too.
Yeah.
So dangerous, but high risk, high reward right there.
Because it took a while for that to come down, and that gave time for the coverage team to quickly get down and hold Maxwell to a very short return. Pass near side, in and out of the hands at the 19-yard line of Quintavious Workman, shaken up, and also a wide receiver in the slot near side. There's the pass. Workman makes the catch at the 13, gets up to the 15, and is stopped by about 4 wise guys, among them Crockett, along with Hosea Singleton. The only thing missing from Crockett would be Tubbs.
Yeah, it was a great route concept right there for the Harbor Monsters. They had trips split out there to the left. They had Williams go deep. They had a couch going over the middle, and a nice hitch route there. They found Quintavious Workman, and he just worked his way for that first down, and it took about the entire Hot Springs team to bring him down right there.
A gain of 11 for the first down. 1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line. In motion, Workman coming to the near side. Javante airing it out. Incomplete. Looking for interference on Jamin Williams, or Jamin Williams, I should say. Fans don't like it here in Duluth. Airing it out, going deep, looking there for Jamal Couch. Double checked. I know that was Workman.
Yeah, and I could see where the fans weren't happy about that. And even though it was incidental, he still got tripped up by the defender when the football was in the air. Sometimes it's PI, but the officials decided to let the players make the plays out here and decide this game, and it's going to be a play on here in Duluth.
Well, the defensive secondary for the Wise guys came in here with a lot of credibility. So here we are, 2nd down and 10 from the 17. Javante rolls far side, throws. Williams tried to get himself open against the other Williams, Jamin Williams. Might have gotten away with a push-off even.
Yeah, there's a lot of hand fighting downfield. I like the play on right there. Certainly one that Williams you'd want to come down with. Such a valuable and just a great talent for this Harbor Monsters offense.
And you can see the clock. Those of you on TV, we've run out of play in the first quarter. All
right, send it to
That is the end of the first quarter.
And I think this game right now plays a little bit to Hot Springs' advantage. They like to grind it out, as you see another great play out of the secondary by the former Harbor Monster, Zeno Hannibal. But, I mean, Harbor Monsters usually like to hit you quick and hit you fast. And that's not what's happened so far. Even though it's a tied-up ball game,
have elected to surrender. First down, Hot Springs.
This is the type of ball game the Hot Springs wants.
Yeah. And I was talking with Jenner during the break. You know, the running game for the Harbor Monsters has not been its strength. But they may have to find a way to get that going, to maybe play action, fakes or something of that nature, to try to get some room for their receivers. But so far, now each team has surrendered once. So this will be from the Wise Guys 15-yard line, 1st and 10, as we're just underway in the second quarter. Well, I notice you've got the commish here. We'll be talking with him in the fourth quarter. Here it is, 1st and 10 from their own, third quarter. Thank you, Craig. Near side, catch made on the near side by Terrell Brown. Tackled on the play by Barron Mallory. Also, Michael Austin Fields is there a 5-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line. And so we'll talk with Tim Brown in the third quarter. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. In motion, slot receiver far side. Ambrose swings a pass to Lee Dorsey.
Ooh.
Dorsey is rocked hard.
My goodness.
And among the slot man, Brown, motion near side. Pass and hit, but hanging on to it is Travion James. Hit there a couple of times, one by Lavelle Spruce, the other by Barron Mallory, but he hung on to it and picks up 7 yards.
Yeah, it was the same combination on the tackle last play that injured the receiver for the Hot Springs Wise guys. It's a dangerous secondary right here, and they're not afraid to hit.
2nd and 3 from the 18. Pass caught over the middle, getting away, taking it down is Vincent Hobbs, and he takes it into the end zone. He broke a tackle. He had coverage right on top of him, but he spun away, and they get the score and grab their first lead of the game with 12 and a half minutes and the clock running here in the second quarter.
Boy, Vincent Hobbs is a big wide receiver to bring down. Those arm tackles are not going to cut it against big number 15. Nice spin move. Agile. Almost hit our cameraman right there on the boards. He's hyped up.
That's his 18th reception of the year and his first touchdown receiving of the year. There is Ambrose being chased on the point after, and it hits the down marker. And it's incomplete. So it's a 13-7 lead. The Wise guys. Crockett with the throw. Caught by Maxwell. 2 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. He's got a lane, but he cannot escape from Crockett, who makes the catch at about midfield, and a good return of about 22 yards. And it's 1st and 10 midfield for the Harbor Monsters. And now let's see what their offensive coordinator, Darren Clark, decides to script out here on this possession.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what the offense would need right there. Have a dynamic return, get them up to midfield, and now with the short offense, or the short field for the offense to work with, and now we got Hassan Brockman in the backfield for the first time in a long time for this Harbor Monsters team.
Well, we thought that was going to be part of the attack, but he gets the snap, gets it back to Javante, and then he is hit immediately by Darren Primes, and a loss of about 5 yards. They mark him down at the 22. Well, they had that one sniffed out pretty well. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 from the Harbor Monsters' 22-yard line. As Whitlock snaps it back to Javante. Gets rid of it quickly. Caught on the run into Wise Guy territory by Brockman. Tackled by Crockett at about the 20, make it the 18-yard line of the Wise Guys.
Boy, that was quite the snag by Brockman. Looked like it got deflected, too. Beautifully done to haul it in.
Yeah, somebody check the pockets of Javante Johnson, though. He's dropping dimes on that pass right there, right in the breadbasket. And you mentioned a great catch, contested catch there for Brockman.
From the 18, swing pass far side to Williams. He gets the first down after the catch as he is able to move it to the 14-yard line. They needed 3, they got 4. 1st and 10. Another Big Apple Bagel first down. So again, nice catch there. Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Swing pass far side, and running with it before he had it tucked away was Ladarius McAllister. Incomplete. Pass was a little low, a little wide, but he'd probably be the first to say, yeah, I should have brought that one in.
Yeah, McAllister was an impact player last week. He had 6 receptions, 66 yards, and 2 scores for this offense, trying to get right back on track from last week.
13-7 Hot Springs. As Javante with a pump fake. Passes near side.
Oh, man.
And it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Zeno Hannibal. And you know he's got to be a little bit more than normally pumped in this game.
No doubt about it. I was surprised that red flag didn't come out of Bones Brigante's pocket. That was, oh, yeah, he dropped. He dropped.
Well, it looked like Coach had the best view of that right there. You could see him coming into the camera lane. But, yeah, great play there by Hannibal.
Now 3rd and 10 for the Monsters at the Hot Springs 13. A little short pass dumped off. Catch made by Sessoms. And he is able to get it to the 10-yard line. Picks up 3. It'll be 4th down and about 7 to go. Actually, they put it at the 9. So it'll be 4th and 6.
This is crucial right here. Get back into this ball game with a first down or even better, a score.
Just about halfway through this second quarter. 8:08 in the quarter remaining, and the clock is running. Now in motion, Workman, far side. He winds up in the slot. Throws into the end zone. Leaping catch, Couch. Touchdown. Touchdown, Harbor Monsters. Touchdown, Jamal Couch. His 11th touchdown catch of the year. And we are tied pending the point after. Nice catch in the back of the end zone, just right smack down the middle.
Yeah, Couch was open from the start. It was just whether Javante could get him the rock right there. Great route concept drawn up by the offensive coordinator, Jerron Clark. And now the Harbor Monsters are a point after from taking their second lead of the game.
So they will go for 1 from the 5-yard line. Couch wide to the near side. Williams slot near side. Rolling near side. The throw knocked away from behind Jamal Couch there at the goal line. No good. So guess what? Still advantage. Nobody. Through a quarter and a half. 7:10 left in this first half.
Another good play on defense by Zach Hannibal. A little revenge game for him.
Well, as I said earlier in the year, trying to be cute. You know me. Well, Hannibal with the big play when he was playing for the Monsters. Yeah, that guy just got Hannibalized.
Oh, man.
See?
You are cute, Tom, man. I wish I had the camera on you.
They think this gray hair is just for show. 13-13. So now the Harbor Monsters will throw it back to the Wise Guys. And again, the throw will come from the end zone down to our left, Trey Wortham, who had a big week defensively last week in the semis. But he will chuck it, and he throws it. Caught backpedaling by Evans into the end zone, ahead to the 5, and stopped at about the 9-yard line. And Ambrose with 2 wideouts, make it 3 wideouts near side. Ambrose is dropped for a loss inside the 5-yard line by Michael Austin Fields and Shai Hill combining on the sack.
Well, Riley, you talked about it. This defense need to step up and get a play to get this crowd involved right away on first down. A big loss of 5 on the sack right there by the 2 big men.
Great start of this drive by Duluth Hot Springs. Maybe a deep shot to get it going.
Ambrose, a yard in the end zone, gets a low snap, throws, nearly intercepted, nearly picked off by Sosa Maxwell. In fact, it was probably his for the picking. He just could not bring it in. So it brings up now 3rd and 15, and perhaps a play away from a surrender. 3rd down 15 after the incomplete pass. Evans now sent in motion from the backfield. Wide out far side. 2 wideouts near side as Ambrose, and he is grabbed by the ankles at the 5, falls forward to about the 8. Shy Hill, basically your old-fashioned shoestring
Hot
tackle.
Springs has elected to surrender. First down, Harbor Monsters.
So it brings up a 4th down and a surrender. Somehow Mel Brooks comes to mind. Play action fake. Javante throwing it. Turning and making the catch on the underthrown pass was Workman. Covered on the play by Palmer, but the pass a bit underthrown. Wise guy territory. Quick pitch over. Goes, that's Maxwell on the run. He takes it along the far boards and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Harbor Monster. Touchdown, versatile Sosa Maxwell.
That's the defensive back taking the pitch. He's a little stiff arm on to Darren Primes, one of their leading sack getters. They're beautifully done.
Well, suffice it to say, that stat's easy to quote. That's his first rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, he is the return man for the Harbor Monsters. You can see right there, we've seen him get a couple interceptions and fumble recoveries, and we've seen how dynamic he is with the football. Tony O'Neill realizes him a whole lot of running backs, says might as well plug in Sosa.
All right, they go as they lead 19, looking for their 20th point. As the pass deflected wide, Workman was probably the closest over the middle at the back of the end zone. But all my years in pro sport, I'm always yakking. Here comes the throw-off from Wortham. Caught at the 4. Running towards the middle, across to the near side is Chapman. Chapman got slowed up. Getting a bit of the ankle there was Mann, and it slowed him up for the rest of the Harbor Monsters to take him down at the 15-yard line.
And Roderick Chapman's gotten beat up these last few games. More credit to him. I mean, he just keeps getting back up, going in the next drive. I mean, he's staying in. He just got rocked.
Well, like for most of these guys, you'd have to pull the uniform off of them.
That's basically what they did with Aaron Dilworth. I mean,
yeah.
he was telling me all week, yeah, I want to play. Yes, I want to play. Yes, I want to play. And today he's like, they told me I couldn't play. I mean, he was devastated.
I mean, they could see the bone in his hand. 8 fractures in his hand. From the 15 for Hot Springs, 1st and 10, as Ambrose gets by a near tackle in the end zone and runs it out to about the 20-yard line, where he is stopped on the play by Lavelle Spruce, the linebacker.
And that time the pocket collapsing, Ambrose had no choice but to step up and run that ball. But it's certainly just the first time he's really had positive gains on those runs.
A gain of 4, 2nd and 6 now from the 19-yard line. We're approaching the 2-minute warning in this first half. Ambrose sends his man in motion straight ahead, wide out far side, and this time Ambrose just runs it straight ahead to the running lane, cuts to the near side, and is brought down at the Harbor Monster 20-yard line. Baron Mallory with the tackle, and we are at the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. All right.
2 minutes to go, first half. Harbor Monsters lead 19-13 to 13. Jordan Ambrose awaits the snap. Flushed out of the pocket to the near side. Throws over the middle. Catch made by Brown. Penalty marker is down. Taken into the end zone by Terrell Brown. But we got to sort out the yellow marker. Yeah. And looks like it's going to go against the Harbor Monsters. Terrell Brown came into the game 2nd in the league with 48 catches on the year.
Pass interference, offense number 7. That 10-yard replay, first down.
I'm not sure why Kyle Lester was clapping so briskly, thinking the penalty was against the Harbor Monsters. So a PI, pass interference, and that moves the ball all the way back to the Wise Guys 20-yard line, and it'll be first down and just this side of suburban Duluth, Cloquet. They got a ways to go. As Ambrose running and is taken down across the 25 to the Harbor Monster 23 by Trey Wortham.
It's a nice tackle by Wortham. He was not getting Ambrose any space. He wasn't letting them get away from that one. Nicely done.
So he advances it to the Harbor Monster 23, a pickup of 13 on the play. And it'll be second down and looks like it'll be about 13 to go from the Harbor Monster 23. There is Ambrose dancing, swings a pass near side. Catch made at the 20 by Quay Hicks. And then he is brought down at the 19-yard line. Bringing up third down and about 8.
Yeah, another good open field tackle right there by the Harbor Monsters defensive back. That was Baron Mallory on the tackle there. A third down, medium to long, coming up for the Hot Springs Wise Guys.
1:04 remaining. Now remember, incomplete passes do stop the play clock inside of the 2-minute warning. Wide out, 2 to the far, 1 to the near. As Ambrose throws, unable to bring it in against the wall at the 11-yard line, just outside his bench. There was Troy Evans. He got a hand on it, but could not bring it in. The wall kept him from completing that catch.
I think everyone in the arena saw his frustration after that play. Not happy that he couldn't haul that one in.
No, and I think the Harbor Monsters might have had an 8th man on the field. The fans might have maybe even made a play in the football before Evans could as well.
Timeout, Duluth. This is their first timeout of
First timeout called by either team here with 55 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. 2 wideouts far side, one of them in motion against the far wall. Ambrose now goes far side, throwing deep into the end zone. Oh, unable to come up with it. Trevion James had both hands on it. He was off balance and could not put it away deep in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. Trevion James was forced to make, couldn't haul it in. But Ambrose, I mean, he was double covered. If he was going to put it in any other spot, that might have been intercepted or going over the wall. So not really at fault for that one, just a tough play, nothing open.
Well, and let's face it, we've seen with all these teams, a lot of times you'll see quarterbacks rely on the athleticism of their wideouts. So if I can put it in this spot, can you get to it? And of course, I've never known a receiver that says, no, I can't. They're gonna haul it in every time they can. That's in their DNA. Snap back to Javante. Pitches to Couch. Couch throws and throws it away in the general direction at midfield of McAllister. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now from their own 18. Stops the clock with 39 seconds for the second quarter.
May have been a little bit of miscommunication on that snap because Dan Williams was streaking and he had to stop way early because that snap just wasn't coming for a few more ticks.
As Javante throws it, completes to midfield. The catch made by Marcus Sessoms. He got it to midfield. In fact, got it across to the 24-yard line. An 8-yard reception. It'll be 3rd and 2. 2 wideouts far side. And 3 now with 1 going in motion in the slot. Pass caught by Couch. Got by 1. Couldn't get by a second. Thrown to the turf at the 12-yard line by Hosea Singleton.
Number 8 on the reception.
Giving him 3 wideouts there. He's also got Couch and Workman. As Javante now he's going to run the lane. And he's down to about the 3-yard line. They have 1 timeout to stop the clock. And they take their 3rd timeout. Down to the 3 to increase their 6-point lead. McAllister goes in motion from the backfield to near side. Hand off to Couch, penalty marker, and his helmet goes flying. And it may be illegal procedure. All right, 2 wideouts far side with 1 in motion. A little short pass. Caught by Couch. Takes it into the end zone for a Harbor Monsters touchdown. Jamal Couch on the 8-yard reception.
He came out of the backfield and no one picked him up.
Nope. A little miscommunication there between Bashawn Palmer and Hosea Singleton. And it was one of those Alphonse and Gaston. You do it, no, you do it. Neither one of them did it. So now they will go for 2. Leading 25-13. Javante Johnson looping it, throws it out of play with 7.1 seconds remaining. So it's a 25-13 lead at the intermission. So we have a time for a throw-off, maybe a play. I don't think the Wise guys have used any timeouts.
No, they have not. So they'll have all 3 timeouts. I don't know if they'll have enough time to use all 3, but a good return here for the Wise guys could spark them into a Hail Mary territory, and that's what they kind of set up to get the 2 seed in the regular season, was a Hail Mary play on the 4th down conversion.
There have been some games that has come down to that play. It was kind of a surprise rule last year when we were all informed of it, but it's been used quite a bit by the teams when they've needed to. All right, left-handed throw, Wortham, and it goes out of play. I don't know whether it bounced.
Might have been on the goal line, so it'd just be a touchback then.
Looked like it hit the rail.
Well, let's see if...
Free kick out of bounds. Throw off team. The ball will be placed at midfield.
Well, that answers that. So with 7.1 seconds, that shortens the field quite a bit for your one play, if that's all you're going to wind up getting.
Well, and I think the biggest concern here for the Harbor Monsters is no time ran off the clock right there. So if you're lucky for the Wise guys, get a short play across the middle, set up, make it even a manageable. So you got all 3 timeouts, get something across the middle, maybe about 10 yards, and then try and take that shot at the end zone.
Perhaps a lateral, a backwards pass after the catch. There is Ambrose. They are giving him pressure, and he throws it away with 2.5 seconds remaining. Because, again, inside of the 2-minute warning, incomplete passes, you stop the clock. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now from midfield, which is the 25-yard line in arena football.
I'd be shocked if Hot Springs doesn't use a timeout right here. They don't carry over, and it'll give you a chance for your offense to huddle.
No.
But right now they are not. Play clock is winding down.
Down to 7, down to 6. And they just got it off barely. If they did it all, but they got it off. Pass into the end zone. It's out of play.
This is the end of the first
and
half.
that's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, Harbor Monsters with the 12-point edge, 25-13. Halftime coming your way from Arena Mania 2 here at the deck in Duluth, Minnesota. Back after we take this timeout.
DJ's playing Love Sosa. Might be a little past your time, Tom, but we got Sosa Maxwell to return this one, trying to fire up the crowd.
And Maxwell takes it a yard deep. Tries to get outside, breaks away, gets open room to the near side of the 10, to the 15, and is wrestled down at about the 23-yard line by Crockett. And great reverse on that by Sosa Maxwell to find the open lane and get positive yardage out of negative yardage. Somebody who got some pretty good positive yardage back in his days, Tim Brown, is now with us up here in the booth. A man who can get free into more halls of fame than you could count on one hand. I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame too, Tim, as soon as I find out the hours are open and how much they charge to get in.
We'll let you come in with me, man, so you don't have to pay to get in.
I love it. Quick swing pass to the near side. The catch made by Hassan Brockman. And he gets it out to about the 22-yard line for second down. And about 9 from the 22. Yeah, welcome up here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing it?
We were both rocking shorts. We don't have the full get up like you do right now.
God, no.
This is when we remind folks that this building was built for hockey.
Right.
There's a long pass for Williams. He got it. What a catch by Williams. How did he catch that football? All over him there. Defensively was Hosea Singleton, and he was falling backwards at the same time, but he never lost focus on it. What a tremendous catch, and that's exactly what the Auburn Monsters looking to do to start this third quarter, Tim.
And that's exactly what Hot Springs could afford. I mean, after giving up that surrender and a touchdown at the end of the first half, they need to come out and get a stop, and they did not get that done. So now it's made them their road to victory a little tougher, but they're a tough team. I think they're going to fight through it.
But Dan Williams brings tremendous NFL experience to this team. He's been a huge cog in the machine. The 2-point pass for Dan, no good in the near corner. So this is the end of the second season for the Arena League. And you take a look at the crowd we have here this evening. Should make you happy.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're trying to grow this thing, and it takes cities and teams like Duluth to get this thing done, and it's been really impressive, man. Hot Springs, they've had a great year, and their attendance has been great. Eau Claire has done great things up there, so makes you want to go out and add some more teams to this deal, and that's what we're going to look to do.
And I know that, and I don't think you actually have your mind set on a number, but you are looking at some expansion for next year, aren't you?
Yeah, I think, we've had so much success. I mean, the teams have been so well welcomed. I think we owe it to some more cities. We got cities who want to do this. We have some cities who had teams before and would like to have a team again. So we'll sit down here the next month or so and work that part out.
The business model, though, of this league makes sense.
Yes.
The way it's done. All right, the return by Crockett to the 15, and he is yanked down, and that's going to be a horse collar. And no pun intended with Oaklawn Racing, but that's not the right kind of horse collar there, and he was spun down to the turf, and that's going to be costly against the Harbor Monsters. Yikes.
Yeah, that looked like it could hurt a little bit. He'll feel that one tomorrow morning, I guarantee you.
Well, and the best thing is, of course, win or lose, they're heading.
Face mask.
Oh, face mask.
Kicking team number 9. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the return. First down, Hot Springs.
Yeah, that's 20 yards. It's the longest 15 yards I've ever seen.
But everything is, of course, so compressed. You're so used to the 100-yard field that you did so well in some place called South Bend, Indiana.
In Indiana, yes,
What was your last year there?
87 football season was my last year.
Then I was there and did a game when you were playing.
Get out.
I was the radio voice at Ole Miss, November 85, rainy day.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and that's a long time ago, but I haven't forgotten it, obviously. Here's a quick pass by Ambrose out to the near side, down to the 10-yard line. The completion to Travion James. and first down.
And this is what this team is known for doing. On first and second down, they're not looking down the field. They're trying to get 3 or 4 yards and set it up for third and short. I think they sort of got away from that in the first half. And good to see them coming right back to it. A little short pass got them 6 yards.
And brings up second down from the Harbor Monster 10. Ambrose trying to get away, fumbles the ball. There's the first giveaway of the game. The fumble recovery, Shy Hill coughed up by Ambrose. The first turnover for either team in this one here, and it comes at a very inopportune moment for the guys from Hot Springs.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a tough one right there, man. You inside the plus territory, about to score, and you give up a turnover. That can make your head hang right there. Somebody on that team has to pick everybody up and get these boys going again, especially the defense right now.
So the Harbor Monsters will take it over, 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. But when we talk about the business model, you're talking about common sense pay for the players. You're talking about making sure you get business support, and you look at all the banners around this place. Plus being visible in your city, you want to be a big fish in maybe the smaller ponds.
No doubt about it. That's exactly what we want to do. We're not trying to compete with the NFL or even college football teams for that matter. You know, we want to be, like you said, a big fish in a little pond, and it's worked out for us so far. You know, every city that we've been in, the fans have loved it.
Well, you're like, well, what about Minneapolis? Why? And you'd be just one pro sport event in a myriad of pro sport. I'm just using as an example.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. No doubt about it. Well, we had a team in Kansas City last year, right?
Yeah.
That played well, but it was tough because, you know, obviously the Kansas City Chiefs is a pretty formidable team. Oh!
There's a pass to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Quintavious Workman, touchdown Harbor Monsters. They strike quickly on a pass from their own 18-yard line. Great catch, very similar to the catch that Williams made. We watch it on replay. What happened is Chapman kept his back to the ball. Workman turned, located it, brought it in.
It's going to come right into your window.
The receiver did a really great job of not overreacting when the ball was in the air. And he waited till the last second, and that really helped him secure that catch.
And folks, Tim kind of knows a little something about being a wide receiver. Bad snap, but taken on the lucky bounce by Johnson. Rolls far side, throws, juggled, and dropped in the end zone. In and out of the hands of Ladarius McAllister. And don't look now, folks. 10-15. Barely 5 minutes into this third quarter, suddenly the Harbor Monsters lead by 24 points. Wow.
Tim, that was something you kind of touched on at the halftime show. Hot Springs need to get back to their game plan, have short plays over the middle, try and get into the end zone, but it's kind of been the opposite. Or the Harbor Monsters had 4 plays, 2 scores, and in just a quick time here in just the first 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah, that's a killer, man. That can really, hurt you, no doubt about it. They've got to find a way to score now, and now they got to get stops. It's mandatory now that they get stops. At least they're going to need at least 2 stops to get back in the game. So we'll see what happens.
The other thing is, Tim, back in your college days, even into the pro days, me, when I was doing the Memphis Showboats 40 years ago, social media did not exist. And now you have to have that nowadays. You got to have, especially to get the younger crowds. There's the throw-off. Taken at the 5 by Chapman, ahead to the 15, and oh my goodness, Dante Mason says, you're not going to get by me. The one half of that gruesome twosome secondary, Dante Mason along with Sosa Maxwell, have just led this defense this whole year. But social media is just so important now.
Yeah, it's mandatory. I mean, you have to be able to get the word out without spending a whole bunch of money. And social media is a way to get that done, no doubt about it.
I think that's a great thing that the league has done. They've had Offensive Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week, and of course Creator of the Week we've seen kind of happen throughout the season as well.
Yeah.
So from the 19 of the Wise Guys, it is 1st and 10. Just under 10 minutes remaining third quarter. 37-13 Harbor Monsters. Ambrose back to throw, being pressured, being rushed.
Oh, no.
Throws, intercepted. Badly thrown, and Dante Mason, who just made a big defensive hit, gets a big defensive takeaway. Ambrose trying to throw against his body, not easy.
I almost think he blanked out, man. There's no way he was trying to get that ball to one of his own guys. I mean, there's nobody within 5 yards of that. Boy, what a bad play that is. Unfortunately for Hot Springs, they're making the mistakes that you absolutely can't make versus a good football team.
Harbor Monsters will take over at their own 10-yard line. We're visiting with Heisman Trophy winner, NFL Hall of Famer Tim Brown. I know your juices get a little flowing when it's back to the exhibition season for the big boys in the NFL.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's good to see some real football being happening, and these guys are, I think everybody and their parents were looking at the game the other night with Shador, but it's really good to see. Oh, they got a chance.
It's a fumble into the end zone. It's picked up. It'll be a safety.
Well, okay.
It's a safety as it was picked up and recovered by Travis Whitlock. Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown.
That would have been a touchdown. Well, that's something positive. I mean, when you look at the team, the way they're walking off the bench now, they don't have a pep in their step, and maybe this little 2 points would help them, get going a little bit.
That could very well happen. Of course, you played in your days for a guy who was a Hall of Famer and had the very, very simple phrase, just win, baby.
Just win, baby. Hey, what does that mean? Just win, baby. That's what that means.
That's what it means. Now, of course, they have the new home in Las Vegas, and boy, they are thriving there.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing great financially, and now if they can get something going on the field, it would be really great to see, that's for sure.
A lot of things happening. Bears looking at putting a new stadium, maybe in suburban Chicago, maybe downtown Chicago. You've got so many things happening in the world of football, but that is what also feeds leagues like the Arena League.
Yes.
That thirst for football.
Yes, no doubt about it. And these kids, and I call them kids, but these players, man, they love this game. I have to admit, initially I was thinking, man, are we taking advantage of these kids? But after every game I'm at, these kids come up to me and say, Tim, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know where I'll be without this league right now. So I'm very happy to see that happen.
Crockett on the return. He's taking it down inside the 5, but a penalty marker is down back at the 15-yard line. Let me tell you, being around these young men, it keeps an old guy like me happy and young because you see their enthusiasm. You see, and these guys, I know here, I can only say it about our guys, they are involved in this city.
No doubt. No, and that's what you want. I mean, that's the pattern for a successful team. If you can get the boys invested in the city, out in the public, doing things, it makes it great for everybody involved.
Well, and one thing Tony O'Neill has done, he's not been afraid he's not going to hold somebody back if they get an offer after this season to go to maybe another level.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's why we're here. We're trying to get these guys to the next level.
Because then the word goes around with players saying, hey, they're looking after you. They hand off there as Jordan Ambrose gets it, and he doesn't get much as he is tackled by a pile of Harbor Monsters at the 4-yard the 9-yard line. He picks up 2.
Yeah, this offense just isn't clicking tonight. A play like that early in the season or a couple weeks ago, he would get 10 yards off of it. The blocking scheme just wasn't on point right there. So these guys got to pick it up. They got a chance if they can pick this thing up and get a score right here.
Now 2nd down and 8 from their own 9-yard line for the Wise Guys, trailing 37-15. The pass far side, bullet pass to the 17-yard line, and against the boards on the far side. Pass complete to Terrell Brown, who came into the game tonight, second leading receiver in terms of number of catches, and he gets enough for the first down. And maybe the spark is happening for them a little bit.
I mean, they just got to be more consistent and more than 1 or 2 plays. They got to put 3 or 4 plays back to back to back.
It'll be from their own 17-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. 3 wideouts with 1 in motion to the near side. Low snap. Ambrose breaks 1 tackle. Can't break a second. He can't break the tackle of Dante Mason. Tyrick Mann comes over and mops up on the play at the 18-yard line. A gain of only 1, and it's 2nd down and 9.
And another thing they need to think about now, they need to pick up the pace a little bit. I know we have a very quick clock, but they're down 3 scores. They need to pick up their pace a little bit, jog back to the huddle, and get ready for the play.
St. Joe did a great job of that this season. They were like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And we get a penalty marker. We have early motion. We also have encroachment.
Offense number 15. 5-yard
It is early motion on Vincent Hobbs. And of course, right now you're kind of in a market that, well, of course we're in Minnesota, but right across the bridge we've got Packer territory.
Sure.
Football's big up here.
Football's huge up here, no doubt about it.
From the 13-yard line, 2nd down. As Ambrose rolls near side, throws along the near boards. Catch made in Harbor Monster territory, about the 20. Maxwell takes him down, but we've got a penalty marker back inside the 10-yard line.
Holding. Offense 7.
Ouch.
It wasn't even close.
Replay, 2nd down.
Yeah, he had him a chokehold around the neck. It was a great bull rush there by Chai Hill. He just did what he could for his quarterback to have time to throw that football.
That holding penalty will be enforced after this is the goal. Replay, 2nd down.
6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Harbor Monsters lead 37-15. Of course, this is a team on a roll. They came in combining in the regular season finale and the semifinal to score a total of 140 points against the Lunkers.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that offensively they can really make it happen, and they're just having a more difficult time tonight. But
but you never know. You get a turnover, you get a takeaway.
That's right.
And in this game, I have learned 6 minutes, 30 seconds in a quarter is a lot of time.
A lot of time, no doubt.
Growing up in Texas, were you a Cowboys fan?
I was a huge Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Tony Dorsett, Drew Pearson, guys I loved.
Tony Dorsett, former Pitt Panther, Drew Pearson. Those were great, 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 great days down in Dallas.
Well, I tell you, Hill is giving Big 77 for Hot Springs all he can handle right now. And I think the big boy is about to explode. So, and I don't mean that in a good way.
No. Kyle started the season with the Harbor Monsters. And ironically, he inadvertently tripped up a receiver for the Harbor Monsters that might have given the Harbor Monsters a victory back in the 3rd week of the season.
Wow.
Here is Ambrose setting it long down the near side. Intercepted. Trey Wortham.
Penalty. They call it pass interference.
They call pass interference on Wortham for pushing off on Troy Evans. Once a wide receiver, folks, always a wide receiver.
It's always on the defense. It's never on the offense.
Of course, one of the other things growing up in Texas.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
is that something called Friday Night Under the Lights is a little bit big down in Texas, isn't it? High school football.
Right. High school football in Texas is a big, big deal.
I mean, you've got high schools that have stadiums as big as Division II.
Yeah. I mean, we got out in Allen, I think the stadium seats about 28,000. So, and there's 28,000 people there every game too. So.
Well, everything's big in Texas,
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's right. Tim Brown here with us. Notre Dame being touted as one of the teams to watch out for coming up as we head into the new season. And their new coach, they've done a pretty good job with him.
Yeah, I mean he's a player's coach, but at the same time, man, he's very tough on these guys, and I think they love it. And they're going out performing for him. That's all you can ask.
So it's first down and 10 at their own 12. Pass complete, wide open, not much yard after the catch against the boards across the way on the completion there to Quay Hicks. Well, of course, coaching in South Bend, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all, none at all.
As a Catholic boy growing up in Chicago, I got a heavy dose of the Fighting Irish, but wound up going to the University of Illinois. There is Ambrose, and he's got running room to the 15, caught from behind. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Tyrick Mann. He caught him from behind.
Yeah, and unfortunately rolling up there on Troy Evans. Hopefully everything's all right down on the field.
Yeah, that was that as a receiver, that is the worst thing that could happen to you right there. Get rolled up from the back.
Yeah.
And they're checking him out now. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Coming back.
I actually think it's not his legs. I think it's his back. I think his back got hit.
Evans is the one that got shaken up on the play. Number 7 there.
Yep, the receiver.
Yeah,
he caught a helmet or shoulder pad right. Bam.
Oh.
Yeah, in the back.
By his own guy. Ouch. Well, this is not a sport meant. The Harbor Monster 11. And it's first down and 10. Waiting for the snap. Roderick Chapman is back there. Chapman was going to get the snap.
Offense number 6.
Ball start on Trevion James. So it'll back him up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15. Back at the 16-yard line. 3:45 remaining, folks, here in quarter number 3. Harbor Monsters lead 37-15. For those listening on radio in Duluth Superior, we welcome you along, and on northlandfan.com for the audio stream. All right, Armstrong going to take the snap all by himself in the backfield. Gets it, looks, throws, wide open catch at the 10, and into the end zone is Roderick Chapman. It is a 16-yard reception. Clock still runs until after the point after.
Oh, well.
Hey, this is my second year. Last week starting, it was like going to school every week.
I mean, yeah, I tell you, we have these meetings after every game, and I tell you what, they can have your head hurting sometimes.
Well, the point also being is that but it's also, people say, well, how is that? And I said, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun. I enjoy it. Now here is a 2-point try. Ambrose flushed out to the near side. Ambrose throws. Catch made in play.
It's incomplete.
And it's incomplete. The catch, and then the receiver went over the wall, which he can do, but he has to maintain possession. And that was Chapman, I believe.
Oh, God.
Goodness gracious. Well, in the semifinal game, we had back-to-back plays with the Lunkers, with the receiver going out of bounds and over the wall here, and then in the far corner where the receiver basically wound up halfway into the women's room.
Oh, God.
I'm not kidding.
But he secured the catch. I believe that was Ray J. Johnson-Sanders last week who came down for that.
Yeah, they got that. Those were the plays of the week in the league.
But when you're trying to get your offense back on track, that was probably one of the longest drives we've seen all season. They got the ball with 9 minutes to go after the safety, and now with 2:22 to go in the third quarter. It was good to get points on the board for Hot Springs, but I'd like to do it quicker than that.
Yeah, and that's a problem with this offense. I mean, all year they've been a bruising, beat you up type offense. They hadn't been a quick score offense, and now they need to score quickly, and it's a little problematic for them.
Well, they need a couple of 8-point scores. Here's the throw-off that sails out of bounds in the corner, and that'll bring the ball out to the 25-yard line in the backfield there. He has got Maxwell. Maxwell gets the carry, sweeps to the near side. No, correction, that's Couch. Couch, and a penalty marker down at the 20-yard line. Couch takes it into the end zone.
Holding, offense number 81. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
It's coming back.
Seemed too good to be true, and that's exactly what happened right there. Dan Williams got too much of the jersey of Roderick Chapman right there.
Well, he threw him down. That's what you can't do. When you throw him down, only you can throw somebody down, you got to grab him. Mm-hmm. So,
all the way back to the 20-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 15 from their own 20-yard line after the holding call. Two wideouts far side, including Couch in the slot. Now he goes in motion, and of course this is the other nuance that if you're new to Arena League football, 2 men in motion at the same time. Nice catch, McAllister.
Oh!
McAllister now coughs up the football, and it's recovered by Crockett.
Well, here we go, guys.
He coughed it up on the tackle across the way.
Here we go.
Yep. Just over a minute to go, third quarter, and suddenly the doors cracked open just a little bit.
Yes.
For the wise guys.
They're coming and going off the bench a little quicker than they were a couple minutes ago when I mentioned that they were coming off with their head
10 after the fumble. They're coming on the blitz. Here is Ambrose.
Oh.
And he is dropped for a loss on the play. Tyrick Mann and Michael Austin Fields combined to knock him down back at the 12-yard line for a loss of 6.
I know Ambrose all year has been able to get out of these kind of tackles and make plays, but sometimes you just got to give the ball up. He had a chance at his receiver over the middle of the field. He thought about it, but chose to try and break the tackle and just couldn't make it happen.
And Fields threw a shoe. And had to race back to the bench. All right, 2nd and 16 from their own 12. Ambrose rolling near side. High pass, tipped in the air, intercepted, and taken into the end zone. Quintavious Workman got the deflection and takes it in for the score.
And that, my good people, may be the end. Oh, boy.
You don't want to talk about daggers after 3 quarters.
Tell you what, just to tell you, got to make that catch. I know it's tough. You get hit in the back, but you got to find a way to secure that catch. Sometimes it's okay to jump and catch a ball.
It's left and right, plus a slot receiver far side. Snap back to Javante, lobbing it into the end zone. Into heavy traffic. It's a jump ball, and coming away with it, Roderick Chapman.
This is the end of the third quarter.
So that's the end of the third quarter. Tim Brown, an honor to meet you, an honor to talk with you off coming. Harbor Monsters now defending the goal down to our left, and the throw coming from Trey Wortham, and he aims it low, and it goes out of play. I guess trying to avoid kind of the
throw off out of bounds.
Ozark
On the
Lunkers throw-off
throw-off,
philosophy, I guess.
Penalty will be forced to the midfield
We
line.
talked to Tom
First
Butters
down,
in
Hot
between weeks.
On the throw-off against Duluth. First and 10 at midfield.
But yeah, just when Hot Springs thinks they have the momentum with the fumble by McAllister,
Just when you think.
the tip pass, pick six by Mr. Dudall in both ways, Quintavious Workman. First interception of the year, I'd like to say, and he found the end zone.
Well, again, Tony finding players that he can use on both sides of the football. And I think that's a huge reason for the Harbor Monsters' success. From midfield, first and 10, as Ambrose gets the snap. Throws long down the near side, caught. Touchdown, near corner, Troy Evans. Touchdown, Wise Guys. That didn't take long at all. Wow. A penalty marker, but thrown after the play. Troy Evans hit on the dead run on a great pass there by Dustin Ambrose. Just hit him right on the numbers.
Yeah, but funny enough, you can throw the ball in the stands, you can do whatever you want to it, but there's no kicking in the Arena League, and he kicked it into the stands
play
as well.
as a touchdown. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 7 kicking the ball. That penalty will be enforced after the throw-off. Hot Springs has a conversion attempt.
Because everybody knows in the Arena League, there is no kicking.
There is no kicking whatsoever, even if it's for a celebration. It's a new one here in Arena Mania 2.
So it trims it to 43-27, and there's still 13 and a half minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. They're going for 2 as Ambrose, still retreating, dumps it off short to Hobbs. Hobbs to the near side, to the 10, to the 5, and put into the boards by Workman, and it's no good. 13-17 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Harbor Monsters lead is 43-27. But that illustrates exactly what we have been talking about, and I say, you announcers trying to keep us interested in the game. No, that's how quick things can happen.
Yeah, and with the short field to work with right there, one play, maybe miscommunication in the secondary for the Harbor Monsters, but another pep in the step for the Hot Springs Wise Guys. If you can get points on the board quickly, they've been missing that big play all night, and they finally got it here in the fourth quarter.
So now the Harbor Monsters will get it back. A reminder that you are listening to WEBC, Duluth Superior 106.5 FM, 560 AM. Our listeners on northlandfan.com, streaming as well, along with Fan Club, our video stream, and on YouTube. Did I feel a nice breath of cool air? Say it isn't so. Here we are. Catch in the end zone, far side. Maxwell gets it out to the 8, and that's as far as he gets. And it'll be first and 10 from their own 8-yard line for the Harbor Monsters.
You got to remember the foul after the touchdown, so they're going to get 15 yards additional for the return.
Right. So, well, there it is. Now they are adding that to the return. And the guys with the chains and the down marker keep marching. And the ball is spotted at the Duluth 22-yard line. So all that in the penalty picks up 14 yards, and it's a first and 10. Whitlock over the ball to snap it to Javante Johnson. One receiver going to the slot far side, giving him 3 across the way. As Javante gets a good snap, throwing it into the end zone. Couch in the corner. Oh, he was so near, yet so far. Late in getting over to cover, there was Zeno Hannibal, but he was just not able to reach across the wall and bring it in.
Yeah, that's one where Javante let that one develop a little bit too long downfield. If he would have hit Jamal as he crossed about the 10-yard line and put that ball on the money, it would have been an easy touchdown. It was a great route there by Couch.
So now with 2nd down and 10 from their own 22, there's Williams with a quick out pass, and he breaks one tackle and then is put into the boards. Again, that's how you tackle when they're along the boards. You're the opposing team. You got to put them into those boards, and that is considered tackled. Out to the 20, a pickup there on the play of 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
I liked what Williams did right there. I'm not going to run around you, or I'm just going to run right through you, and a good job there by Dan to pick up 8 yards.
There's a quick pitch to Jamal Couch, sweeping around the near side as a first down. 3, 4, take him down eventually inside the 5-yard line. I think there were 5, maybe 6 to take him down. And of course, Jamal wears number 6, so I guess he figured that's how many it's going to take.
Yeah, and the only reason why there wasn't 7 is because of the great block downfield by Travis Whitlock put one of the wise guys right on his backside.
16 yards for Jamal. 1st and goal from the Wise Guys 4-yard line. Just about 4 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Running back to the right of Javante is Jamal Couch. He gets the handoff, sweeps to the far side, but got tripped up on a nice shoestring tackle by Crockett. That takes some strength to do that.
Yeah. Oh, tough running back in Jamal Couch. Receiver by trade, but that was a great open field tackle.
So the ball, let's see, it's at the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Now wide out, Williams far side. Now backs in an eye. Hassan gets the pitch, goes to the far side, leaps into the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown, Harbor Monsters, touchdown. And I'm happy it happened for Hassan Brockman.
Yeah, next play mentality and the next guy up for the Harbor Monsters. And Brockman has been waiting for his number to be called, and he finally got it there, and a nice score for Brockman to extend the lead for the Harbor Monsters.
He'd only appeared in 1 of the last 4 games, but kept going to practice, and I'm just happy to see him get that score. Makes it 49-27. Harbor Monsters will go for 1. Clock running during the try for the point. We're at 9.5 minutes remaining. Williams in motion near side. Javante tipped in the air by Williams, and then the deflection picked up by Workman.
Well, Workman had the tipped interception, and why not the tipped point after as well? Usually you don't like 2 receivers running the same route. Quick slants over the middle. Right place, right time for Contavious Workman.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
So the Harbor Monsters now up, yard lines down below us. And the left-handers throw. Crockett from the 8 to the 10 to the 15, near side 20, 25. Tried to squeeze through, but again, put into the wood by the Harbor Monsters. Looked like Sessoms was there for the tackle. Also there was Spruce. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wise Guys at their own 24-yard line. Wow. Boy, the Harbor Monsters have taken the drama out of this when they scored on their last 2 possessions of the first half and then scored on the very first possession to start the 3rd quarter. That really, really opened up the door. 50-27, under 9 minutes remaining. Receiver wide out motion. We've got a penalty marker, and crossing the line of scrimmage early
Number 7.
was Troy Evans, who came across the line of scrimmage before the snap, and so it'll cost him 5.
And things aren't going well for the offense. You got to score quickly. Starting behind the line of scrimmage and the sticks is not a good start.
No, from this point on, you really got to think we've got to do everything mistake-free. You just can't afford any mistakes. Crowd yelling defense. Pass. Brown gets the pass and is hit immediately. Oh, and then we get a late hit. A late hit by Lavelle Spruce. And that's going to cost some yardage to the Harbor Monsters. The pass to Brown, and he just got nailed.
Yeah, it was a great job there by Mallory and Mason to get him into the boards.
Personal foul. Defense number 7. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Granted, Evans kept on running, but that's a play that Lavelle Spruce cannot make. The whistle was blown, and you just can't do that. Give him a free first down.
You've got to keep your wits. You got to be aware. So it's down to the Harbor Monster 13-yard line with the play and the unsportsmanlike conduct. 1st and 10 at the Harbor Monster 13. We are nearing the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Wide out near side, wide out far side. Man in motion goes to the slot, and somebody got up early, and I don't know whether it was Hobbs who got out of his three-point stance or it was Michael Austin Fields coming in.
Offside, defense number 33,
yeah,
5-yard penalty, first down.
Fields was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties now by the Harbor Monsters. Gives another breath of fresh air for the Hot Springs Wise guys.
So it goes to the 8-yard line. It's 1st down and 5. They can get a first down by getting it to the 3-yard line. Wide out far side, wide out in motion this side of Evans. Now as Ambrose is thrown down. How did Shy-Hill do that? Of course, you're talking about the leader in sacks and TFLs from the Washington team, the Washington State team in Arena Football 1. And he never stopped coming here.
No, I think that's his 3rd and a half sack tonight unofficially. And Shy-Hill's letting his presence felt all over the field and continuously throughout this game.
So it's now 2nd down and 10 from their 13. Bad low snap, but picked up and handled by Ambrose. And he is running for his life, throws into the end zone. It's up for battle. Who's got it? It's a touchback, Harbor Monsters. And yes.
That's going to be a hold.
And I think a block in the back as well.
Yeah, it'll be Harbor Monsters football regardless.
Holding. Offense number 77. That play is declined. The result of the play was an interception. First down, Duluth Harbor Monsters.
Another takeaway. Another takeaway for the Harbor Monster defense. And that has been a valuable piece of the puzzle for this team in their march to this game here tonight.
Yep, and that's the leader, Dante Mason. Leads the team in tackles, got another interception to his name right there. And in the biggest point of the game, the offense can score here. You don't want to consider a ball game just yet because it can flip on its head in the Arena League, but they'd be very comfortable with the 4-score lead.
You know, coming into the game, Maxwell and Mason combined for 107 combined tackles. Their own 5-yard line is where this drive will start. 1st down and 10 for the Harbor Monsters, leading 50-27. They're blitzing. Pass to the near side, looking for Couch. Incomplete at the 10-yard line. Covered on the play by Vishon Palmer. 2nd and 10.
Well, yeah, go.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line for the Monsters. 6:05 remaining. High snap, Javante fumbles it, and it winds up deflected into the hands of Sessoms. Sessoms to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Did he get it in?
He's
to the
short.
touchdown?
He's short. Unbelievable. What seemed like disaster.
For those of you watching at home, here we go. Fumble in and out of the hands of Primes. And then it wound up, and sometimes the bounces come your way. Well, they may. Nope, they got him down at the 2-yard line. Still.
I'm speechless right there.
48-yard fumble tipped pass return.
Yeah, that's an interception.
How do I describe it?
I don't think there is.
Timeout, Hot Springs, their first timeout of the second half.
Timeout taken by the Wise guys. Timeout.
Because sometimes the baseball official score in me goes, okay, how do we make sense of what just happened? A fumble, and then another fumble, back-to-back fumbles, and a tip into the hands of Sessoms.
Yeah, Javante never had a clean grasp. It was a high snap from the start, bobbled it, pressure in the backfield. You said Prime was in there, and Sessoms just kind of ripped it out of the Darian Primes. Otherwise, he would have had an easy fumble recovery, pick six, whatever you want to call it. But on the opposite side, now they started on the 5, now they're on the front doorstep of the Hot Springs Wise guys.
I think it caught Primes by surprise. It got tipped, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa, how come it's in my hands all of a sudden? And he never could get the grip on it and deflected it to Sessoms. So it's now at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Snap. Now Couch gets the handoff and takes it in. Touchdown. Couch, Jamal Couch, adding icing to the cake for the Harbor Monsters this evening.
It's been their bread and butter on the goal line or inside the 5 even. Just a little toss to Jamal Couch, followed his blocker, and Sosa Maxwell, and he's into the end zone. Chance to extend this thing to 30 here in the point after.
And folks, to put it into perspective, 1 year ago tomorrow, August the 10th of last year, Harbor Monsters really kind of escaped with a 46-44 win over Iowa to win the championship. Here, they're looking for 2, leading 56-27. And that is Javante. Plenty of time. Throws. And for some reason, Maxwell pulled his arms back. I don't know whether he thought he was about to make contact with an un-20. And all of a sudden, 46-44. Now the throw off. Crockett from the 5 ahead to the 10. Along the 15 to the near side. And is tackled at the 15-yard line. Tackled over there by McAllister and Workman. So it's at the 16-yard line for the Wise guys. And I'll say this, having worked in Memphis and having been to Hot Springs several times, don't take this finish and let it color the success that you had this year.
Yeah, no doubt. First year in the league, too.
1st and 10 from their own 16. Can't do that. And here is Ambrose. And it's just been that kind of a night as combining for the tackle, Tyrick Mann along with Michael Austin Fields. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13 from the 13-yard line. Clock winding. 3:19. Ambrose gets the snap. Throws blocked at the line of scrimmage. And that probably was Fields that did that.
Well, I think it might have been Lester. You think
it could have been, yeah, it could have been.
To his back. So maybe returning the favor from way back in week 3. It's Kyle Lester.
Yeah, it's nice, but this one counts a lot more.
Oh, absolutely it does.
3rd down and 13 from the 13-yard line. We're getting close to the 2-minute warning. The snap back to Ambrose. Ambrose is tackled for a loss at the 5-yard line. Javante Johnson pumps fakes to the far side. Throwing for Brockman, and it's picked off. Picked off by Crockett inside the 5-yard line.
The result of the play is interception.
Crockett on the interception.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Back with the final minutes of this one after this time. It'll be Wise Guys ball, their own 5, 1st and 10, trailing 56-27. Ambrose throws, Brown catches against the wall. Nobody hit him there, and so he runs it out to the 15-yard line, picks up about 10. Nope, they're going to say 8. He gets it out to the 13-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 2 from their own 13. Second down and short. Ambrose in trouble, sacked by Lavelle Spruce and Michael Austin Fields.
Well, I would not be shocked one bit if the sacks are in the double digits tonight for the Harbor Monsters. They have gave Ambrose no room to breathe at all, and they've certainly shut down this passing attack and the running attack, because Ambrose back in week 3 ran for 134 yards against this defense.
3rd down and 9. Loss of 7 on the sack. Ambrose awaits the snap at his own goal line. Looks far side, pumps once, dumps it off near side. Catch made at the 15 by Quay Hicks. It's ruled incomplete, could not hang on to it. Looked like he did, but it's knocked free. Hicks cannot hang on, so with 4th down and 9 at their own 6-yard line.
Hot Springs is elected to surrender.
30 seconds remaining, folks. 30 seconds remaining. And they got Coach with the Gatorade.
Both teams are on the field. I don't know if they're just going to waive the final 30 seconds or what. It would just be 2 knees, and that would do it.
And that's where the ball is, back at the 15-yard line, officially 1st and 10 with 30.5 seconds remaining. It's going to be a long 1,000-mile bus ride back to Hot Springs from here.
Yeah, it is going to be lots of bruises to tend on that sideline.
But they came in. They knew what they had to do. They knew what they'd have to neutralize, and they couldn't do that tonight. And the Harbor Monsters, believe me, they are still thinking about that loss back in the 3rd week of the season. I promise you they are. There's 1 knee taken. Players start embracing. Folks, Arena Mania 2, League Championship number 2, 10 seconds away to make it official. And the Harbor Monsters, they take it all the way to the house. It's over. 56-27 is the final score here at the deck.
Fly away. It's the first time of today.